Welcome back to Alcoy, and always, I say this always, a beautiful place in the mountains. Beautiful, nice, a little moisty, breezy kind of day that is comfortable. You know, the weather is really nice actually. The sun is not shining, but it's the clouds. I guess the weather just kind of is very comfortable. You know, I want to talk about attachment today, and I think I want you to pay attention. Not think I want you to pay attention. The reason why is that attachment is one of the biggest stumbling blocks for us human beings. You know, I want to relate to a quote that I came up with another person that I love a lot here a few months ago, and the quote is this: awareness of change leads to detachment, and it's the way to joy, humor, inspiration, and love. I love this quote, and I love it because it helps you to become detached from outcomes, from people, from things. Because one of the things that has hurt me the most in my life has been the idea of being attached to my thoughts, to things, to people. I remember back 10 years ago, I was an exchange student in the US in Ohio. I played basketball, and I went over there to play basketball. It went well. But one of the things related to attachment that came along with that was that I was hooked on Michael Jordan, his gear, his stuff, and I bought everything I could. I probably spent $8,000 to $10,000 that year, believe it or not. Probably a bit less on clothing and stuff, but it was up there. You know, when I came home, I had 10 to 12 pairs of Jordan shoes. I had 60 t-shirts. I had 10 or 15 pairs of shorts, 2 or 3 bags. I mean, that was not the thing I didn't have with Michael Jordan, and that was not the thing I didn't have. I mean, and I remember when I left to go traveling, or when I began to really kind of simplify my life a bit, you know, kind of getting rid of things and stuff. I remember, you know, putting t-shirts on my bed. Do I want to get rid of this? Do I want to get rid of this? It's a freaking t-shirt. You know, it's just a t-shirt. But up here, the attachment to the t-shirt is bigger than the t-shirt idea, you know. The t-shirt is just something, you know. This whatever this is. I mean, it's comfortable, you know, but it's what it is. It's not like it's not that important, really. I remember getting rid of a lot of things, and it was kind of my first progression in terms of getting rid of things. Right now, my goal is that when I begin traveling again, is to get down to a carry-on backpack, and that's all I have. I think that's kind of when I settle down, you know, I need a house and need a place to live and stuff. Yeah, I probably need a few things in there, but I want less because it makes you just kind of be able to breathe easier, really. And that's things. Thoughts, you know, I have been, you know, some years ago, that was also like between 5 and 10 years ago. And also, you know, something I'm still working on every day, and I think something that maybe will be kind of a lifelong thing for many, as well as me. The idea of our thoughts, how much they can, you know, I was brought up religiously. I was brought up in a way that that a lot of things were absolutes, and as far as I understand now, there's nothing that's absolute because everything changed. Obviously, if you remember the quote, if you are aware of change, you know, that leads to detachment, and as everything changes in the universe, that's just it's just a law. You know, you can't do nothing about that. So if everything changes, nothing can be like absolute and stay in one place and be, you know, concrete all the time. Everything changes. A rock is full of energy. You know, so it's important to distinguish what we are attached to, because if we are attached to our thoughts, we are also attached to outcomes that has not happened yet. So if they don't happen, we get disappointed, and if we are attached to those, we can really it can be really hard to live, because if we set our standards up that high and we can't, if they're not don't happen, it comes out of an egotistical way of craving things to manifest perfectly. In a forceful way, because I know that when you envision and when you visualize a lot of things in your life to manifest, if you put force behind that, then it won't happen. But if you allow it to happen, if you, just like the video yesterday when I talked about intention, and when I read up from the book The Power of Intention from Wayne Dyer, it's important to recognize that that our dreams doesn't come out of force; it comes out of hard work. But it comes out of, here, where we allow it to happen, where we open up a funnel, kind of, from us and to us. And if that is forceful and in an attached way, it won't happen, and it won't be a pleasant ride. So it's very important to distinguish that. And I believe that also with human beings, when I walked the Camino, I met tons of people. You got used to it. You said hello to people all the time, and you also said goodbye to a lot of people. And when you got close to a lot of people, sometimes it was a little hard to say goodbye. I mean, will you see that person again? And again, awareness of change. Awareness of change. There was a cat just tipping over my camera here. Awareness of change makes you be able to see that, first of all, you and I, we change all the time. Sitting here, my skin is changing like so rapidly that it's impossible to even fathom. Our cells and our bodies, everything. Within 8 months or a year or something, our whole body is new, because everything has to change and completely renew itself all the time to stay alive, because nothing can stay the same. It's important to recognize when the people we meet in our life, even our parents, our brothers, our best friends, if we are attached to them, we don't appreciate them enough. Really, I think, and I think attachment. It can sound brutal, and if you're offended, okay, I'm sorry, but if we are attached to other people, then I don't know if we understand that relationship or ourselves well enough. Because what if that person is not there anymore? I'm not saying that I'm not gonna cry or be sad, when eventually, sadly enough, my parents will pass away. I mean, that's not gonna be nice. It's not gonna be Although if I am so attached to them that I can't live my own life, then I can't love them as much as I could if I was detached to them, because it's just like a relationship, if you're attached to that other person, how will you, because I have been there, I've been so attached to somebody, and when they were not there anymore, I was so, I didn't even know who I was anymore, and that was one of my mistakes in that relationship, that I was attached. And it's very easy to, when you mistakenly feel that that's how a relationship is, because it's not. Relationship is about freedom and growing together, and then with all of this, it comes down to ourselves. It comes down to who we are. It comes down to, really knowing ourselves well. And I think that if we can be aware of that everything really do change all the time, that we change, the people we are around change as well, I think it's easier to understand that, it's not going to stay the same. The friendship is either going to grow, it's going to become different, There's people flowing in and out throughout our life. People are coming in our life and out of our life, just like breathing. Great guy called Gary, met on the Camino. He said, walking the Camino is like breathing. You breathe people in and you breathe people out, just like life. Sometimes people come into your life for a day, for a few weeks, for a few months, maybe for a few years, maybe, if you're lucky, for a lifetime. But sometimes, people are just coming through your life because you need them to be there for whatever purpose, and you for them. So it's a beautiful thing, really, and I think it's just important to allow that flow of life to manifest, and we do that when we surrender and when we let go, and we do that with detachment, and that is really the way to love. This was a lot of content, but I love this kind of topic because it's really dear to me. It's something I've been struggling with a lot, something that I'm understanding a lot better now, and I want to give that on to you. Yeah, just important stuff, really important stuff. Being attached is basically being killed alive. I've been there. I'm going to get into that later on. I can tell you that I have been dead while being alive. And I'm out of it now. And that's why I look forward to share more. And why we can share this. We share through experience. Gotta learn, gotta understand. We become aware when we have gone through it all. Gone through those experiences. So thank you for listening. I appreciate you and appreciate you following me. Go to my daily blog and subscribe to the YouTube channel, as well as, this month is going to be amazing and huge, given that my project is launching and a lot of people will be involved. We have a best-selling author being a part of the first book that I'm creating in a book series, so it's a big deal, and I want you to be a part of it. So you'll hear about it soon. Follow me on my Facebook page as well. Get the updates. Here on the 7th, we'll go live officially, and from there, it's just about your and our unique journey together. And when we share it, we will come together, and I believe wholeheartedly that will happen. And with that, live in detachment. The way to love is that way. And until next time, be well. Thank you.